Fight Club has made somewhat of a resurgence lately. I think this could possibly be due to its themes being a lot more relatable in modern times. Today, I'm going to be giving my take on the actual meaning of the movie. Self-improvement is masturbation. On my first watch-through of this movie, this quote greatly confused me. Like, are you telling me I will improve myself by masturbating? I don't know, it really stuck with me for a bit until I finally started to understand what it meant, or at least what I believe it to mean. A common thing you'll see on the internet is self-improvement content. Videos explaining to you how to get yourself out of this cycle of depression and solitude, telling you that you will improve your life by actively trying to improve yourself, whether that be by working out, doing more activities, or socializing more, and so on. But is this really how things work? I know that question sounds extremely stupid. Like, of course, actively trying to improve yourself will improve your life, but it's not as simple as that. If you do these things with improvement being the only motivator, you will find yourself in a cycle of masturbation. Metaphorically, okay? Just stick with me here. When you finish masturbating, it's over. The pleasure is gone. You're sort of left with this saddening feeling. Why did you just do that?
Audio jungle.
Yes, you did it because you were horny, but now that it's over, you don't feel the good feelings anymore. It is essentially a pointless act, a waste of time, just like the aforementioned self-improvement. You spend time lifting weights or being productive, you get that high of feeling like you're improving.
Audio jungle.
You feel good about yourself for making a step, but after that, the feeling is gone. You're back to square one, you're as miserable as you were before, but now you're slightly stronger or smarter. I started lifting weights a while ago for this reason. I wanted to be stronger and to look better. But every time I was finished, my muscles just felt sore, and sure, I felt accomplished, but that feeling did not last long at all. Self-improvement is masturbation because after the orgasm, you're back to where you were. I still lift weights, not because I want some sort of false validation from myself, but because I want to know my body's limits better. I like doing it and I find it fun. This sort of realization what this quote was trying to say just made me love this movie more than I already did. Tyler Durden goes on to say, now self-destruction is the answer. This one is a lot easier to decipher. By getting things about yourself destroyed and broken, like your ego or your pride, you will always learn something about yourself. You can use your understanding of your own self to prevent this destruction from happening in the future. The true way to improve is to fail, to feel pain. Try new things knowing that they might backfire, and be at peace with that possible outcome. Understand your emotions and feel them, but don't dwell on them. Coming out on top of something horrible is real self-improvement. A lot of talk I've seen about Fight Club is the argument of misinterpreting the movie's message. Tyler Durden being a literally me character has caused some people to get angry at people for enjoying him and his antics. They say things like, you missed the point of the movie, and go on to say how its message is that toxic masculinity will become destructive if unchecked. Now, I do not like to get political here on the Pumperum YouTube channel, but here's my 2 cents. The character Robert Paulson is a representation of this. Due to his steroid use, he has developed testicular cancer, and the imbalance of hormones has caused him to get, quote, bitch tits. He attends a testicular cancer support group to sort of cope with feeling emasculated. But I think Bob as a character was the message about masculinity here. To the narrator, Bob is kind of a perfect person. He is masculine at Fight Club and nurturing with pillowy hugs. I think Bob exists to show us that it's okay to be able to give pillowy hugs as a man, as there's nothing wrong with having bitch tits, even as a man. The only thing is that Bob did not want this. While there is nothing wrong with having a pillow chest, I think that if you don't want one, then you shouldn't have one. It's okay to not want to be nurturing, but it's okay if you are, and it's okay if you want to be. People saying that wanting a Fight Club in real life means you miss the message of the movie is just untrue. It's okay for a man to be nurturing and feminine, but that means it's also okay for a man to want to beat the hell out of each other without any sort of resentment for each other. Hell, I think a real-life Fight Club would be awesome. You can't really shame men for wanting to do man things. Yes, physically hurting each other definitely seems like something that should never be done, but if both parties respectfully agree to an altercation such as that, then I say have at it. No real harm is done. I think that everyone in one way or another has a Fight Club of their own. Somewhere where they can just forget about everything shitty in their life and just enjoy something they enjoy. It could be a thing, a place, a game, or even even a person. My Fight Club is making videos for you all, and I love you very much. Later in the movie, however, Tyler Durden does display how this could get way out of hand, eventually destroying entire buildings to erase everyone's credit card debt. While he explains that no one is inside the building so there will be no casualties, it is not okay to try to force this lifestyle he wants to live on everyone. Wanting to give up all material possessions to live a free life is something you should decide to do. But this goes both ways. You shouldn't force people to be anything. You shouldn't force people to be feminine or shame people for not being feminine, and you shouldn't force people to be masculine or shame them for not being masculine. That is at its core what I believe this movie is about. Be who you are. Don't let predetermined societal expectations dictate what you do. Do what you want to do and do not be sorry about it. Just make sure you aren't forcing other people to see the way you see. I am fully aware that I most likely am completely wrong about the intentions for the message of Fight Club. But let me ask you this. Did I misunderstand the movie, or did the movie just misunderstand me? Thank you for watching.
What is this? This is a chemical weapon.